Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video. And usually we talk to you about the big toy companies. I mean, we're talking Hasbro, we're talking Mattel, we're talking Super 7, Mego. I mean, we do speak a lot about those, but we never speak about the small ones, the tiny little company. And so today I'm going to do that. There is this little company called White Elephant Toyz with a Z in the US that does something really fun, which is fun for people who like Mego figures, for example. Yes, I know it's going to be Mego style, and we like also bootleg figures. That's the way to think. So just imagine 1970s figures done like in the style of Mego, but that remind you some bootleg figures of the 1970s, like Tom Land or all those companies. And that's what this guy does, and it's fantastic. He's got quite a few things, something which are no longer available at the moment, but I'm going to show you, because basically he's done things like in plastic baggies. I mean, plastic baggies were really the thing for all those dollar stores, and all those bootleg toys were sold in packs like that. Or you would have, of course, the blister pack, or you would have the boxes. So we're going to see all that. Some of it is still available, some is not available anymore because I think it's completely sold out. But all of his stuff is really nice. We're going to start by the thing that's sadly sold out now, which are actually the start of. It's got this collection called the Frightful Fiendz, and actually no, I'm not going to start with that. I'm going to start with the Murderous Maiden. So the Murderous Maiden, so here's the front and here's the back of the pack. The Murderous Maidens, the idea is basically when you've got all of those Mego figures from horror movies, like let's say Dracula. Dracula doesn't have a bride, so basically that's the bride, or a possible bride for Dracula. So it's actually very nicely done. You do have the collector friendly blister pack with a clamshell, and inside you do have, of course, the little card, which is, I mean, as you can see, it's not a cheap card either. It looks really cool. And you do have the figure. So here is the figure. I'm being very careful that she doesn't get a wardrobe malfunction, because I mean, as you can see, she's a lady, and she does remind you a little bit of Elvira, I'm sure, and that's not really a coincidence. I think that was the idea, was to have a creature, a lady that looked a bit like Elvira. I'm going to remove the little plastic band that holds the hair into shape, so that you can see, I mean, she's got beautiful hair. And the idea is literally you've got a figure that is Mego style, that is compatible with Mego. I mean, I can put her with a zombie, for example, and you see that she's fully compatible in style and in size. She does have a bandless body, which has huge amount of articulation. I think there are actually 26 points of articulation, which is great. So very similar bodies to Mego. And she has a painted nail, which I think is very cool. I hadn't noticed that. And she does have her big shoes, and so that's actually a very cool figure. I mean, you see the face here. It's very nicely done, and it's not really what you would call custom figures. These are very small production run, but they are done completely professionally. You can order them online, and it's very good quality, so I do like them. Then after that, he started his collection, which is called the Frightful Fiendz. And as you can see, he's planned quite a few already, and there's only 3 of those which are out for the moment, but which are actually the Wily Wolfman, which I'm going to show you, and is actually sold out. We do have the Horrible Mummy, and they can't remember the name of the other. Yeah, this one, which is the Teenage Bog Monster. I mean, what's not to love? So we're going to show you, of course, those figures, starting with the White Wolfman. I mean, you're going to see what I mean by they look like all those bootleg figures and those type of things. So here is it's already open because the baggie actually burst. So here you go. As you can see, same thing. We've got actually a great sculpt here, and it's supposed to remind you of other 1970s Wolfman figures. It does have his little feet, and it's actually a nice figure. It looks like a bootleg figure, and that's the whole point. It looks like a cheap figure, but it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. And what they've done, and I can't open this one because it's for a friend, they've done actually a so at least you can see it in the pack. So that's the packaging. As you can see, it can burst very easily. This one has his face, hands, and feet, which are glow in the dark. So that's actually very cool feature. I mean, who doesn't like a glow in the dark figure? So here you go. Those two sadly are sold out. And then we do have the mummy, so the horrible mummy. And we do have two versions of it. We do have the regular mummy, and you do have the variant mummy, which is the bloody version. And what's interesting is that they both have try and open this. They both have actually glow in the dark parts, but I actually believe, I'm not sure because I haven't checked yet, that this one may have actually a fully glow in the dark body. So here you go. Here is the mummy. He looks absolutely fantastic. I think it looks really great. So we've got these stains, and yes, basically if you look, the whole of the body is glow in the dark. The arm look glow in the dark, and you can see in the back in the costume that's actually a glow in the dark body. So he's really fully glow in the dark. That's actually a very cool little figure. I absolutely adore him. And of course you've got the same one here, except it's not the bloody version. So very cool that you do have a variant, and it's fully glow in the dark. And then we do have the last one, which is my favorite of the lot so far, and it is the Teenage Bog Monster. I love it. I don't show you the boxes because all the boxes are the same anyway. So let's say, and the Teenage Bog Monster is, I mean, it's a fantastic figure because it looks so right. Look at this. I mean, that's a great figure. Same thing here. It looks completely glow in the dark. Great costume. I mean, anyone who collects those figures from the 70s will know exactly what I mean. I mean, this hit the nostalgia button quite well. Oh, sorry. And here you go. For the moment, that's all they have, but they are actually announcing quite a few other. For the moment, we've got only the mummy, the bog monster, and the wolfman. But as you can see, there's more coming up in the next few months or more. And so that's really nice. One other thing that they do, which I think is very, very cool. Do you remember in the 70s you had the Super Joes, which was when Action Joe had different bodies, and it was different size, and it was very cool and weird. Well, those people actually are producing new versions of the Super Joes, except they will be in 30 centimeter tall version, so 1/12, so slightly bigger than the ones from the 70s, and they are really really cool. And probably, I'm really sorry about that. They are really very cool, and I cannot recommend them enough because they're fantastic. They are not the type of thing that I collect personally, but they really look nice, and they've got plenty of accessories and costumes and stuff, and there's more and more and more coming from them. So the company is called White Elephant Toyz, and their website is whiteelephanttoyz with a z.com, and all of those figures, or most of them, are available on the website except for the Wolfman, and they are not really very expensive, which is always a surprise because you expect, you know, small run going to be expensive. No, it's not very expensive, and they send everything worldwide. You may have to check with them because I know they had some issue with their website a little while ago, and it wasn't accepting orders from abroad. But if you see that on the website and there is an issue, just contact them. They will let you know exactly how to do it, and I'm pretty sure that the issue with the website is resolved now. So here you go, White Elephant Toyz. They are really fun little figures here, and I absolutely love them, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.